at some point we gotta realize, dude, that in the system that we're in, alright, I'm about to drop some fucking heat real quick.
Alright, shit's about to get real, guys. Put your food down, sit up straight, this is gonna get real.
So, in the system that we're in, dude, like, as far as us all under, you know, in America or whatever, right? When are we gonna realize that it's not people fucking each other over? It's us versus the government. When are we going to realize that? Because as much as you want to complain to somebody else or you know, start, you know, protesting in the streets and arguing with other voters, so what I'm saying is that why don't we all just get together? Because, I mean, there's plenty of things that all of us on both sides, left, right, I'm not saying which one I'm on, you get what I'm saying? Because I don't really like to be on either side. There's things that we can all agree on. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Why don't we fucking pick those points on what we do agree on and fucking fight together to make a change for it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's less and less, though. I mean, what do you think the two sides agree on that is major? Because you got guns, direct opposite border, direct opposite economy, direct opposite healthcare, direct opposite.
Yeah, well, if we're talking about
COVID handling,
if we're talking about policies, yeah. But I mean, as far as, like, you know, for example, like fucking and as much as you guys, you know, I don't know what your guys' beliefs are, but I mean, if you look at it, fucking shit has been done to keep black people down, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you look at the CIA introduced crack.
I mean, that's pretty much public. Yeah, we talked about that.
We actually talked about this in the last podcast.
Yeah, public information.
It's public information.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So instead of sitting here and fucking debating on specifics and shit like that, why don't we just agree that shit has been done to them? You know what I'm saying? Like we need to pick a cause that we all can fucking stand up for. And that's something that I could get behind. You get what I'm saying?
I think the easiest one that everybody can get behind is government corruption.
Yeah, for sure.
And anything to do with affecting a minor. I think those are the two main things, and which is why on the border, I get confused a little bit, because you get a lot of people saying they want open borders and they want everybody coming in, but you look at which the idea of it is a nice one, is, you know, come to the country, start a new life, American dream. Mm-hmm. I believe in that 100%. I believe in immigration 100%. But people come through the border and traffic children.
Yeah.
For sex, bro.
What is the
those numbers have skyrocketed.
What is the percentage of that, bro? It's like a high percentage on the number of women that are brought through the border by coyotes or fucking, like,
it's massive.
Raped and shit, like sexually harassed. Yeah. Assaulted, not harassed, assaulted.
So how many women are assaulted in the US every year?
No. Just look up how many children are brought to the border without a parent. Just start with that. I feel like obviously you got one side, a lot of people think no one should be coming in. I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, I don't either.
And then on one side you got a lot of people saying everybody should come in. I don't agree with that either.
Yeah.
So it's nearly
19,000.
Let's see what this says. Nearly 19,000
in March alone, bro.
In March alone.
That's an all-time high.
Read that. Go ahead and read that.
So nearly 19,000 unaccompanied children entered U.S. custody along the southern border in March, an all-time monthly high that has forced the Biden administration to house migrant teenagers in convention centers, camps for oil workers, and military bases, according to the preliminary government data provided to the CBS News.
Yeah. So they bring over women and children for sexual purposes, and the people who are buying...
So you're saying all the, you're saying all 19,000?
I'm not saying all that.
Well, I'm not saying that you're saying that, but I'm not trying to say
a good percentage of them.
First of all, this is just who the U.S. have found.
Well, yeah, of course.
There's openings in the borders, and they've already look up Biden border, like 600% or something.
Well, this is the other thing too, though, that I think is a big problem, is that they're promising these fuckers all this shit when they get here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And it's like, a lot of those people are fucked now because they get here and they're not getting the shit that they were promised. You know what I'm saying? And now they're in worse situations than they were before. They're stuck in a fucking camp somewhere. You know what I mean? Resources are going down. You know, it's like...
But honestly, like, one of the biggest things I really think that we do need more in this world is, you know, legit conversation and debate. I feel like instead of just trying to shit on the other person and trying to push them down, and why don't you try to build up your own argument and come with facts, statistics, and logic and reason?
Yeah.
Why do we just have to keep attacking people and try to push them away because they have opposing views? We should accept their opposing views and try to hear each other out and try to work to a conclusion instead of trying to fight.
I think most people are like that. I think the
obviously
radical people get magnified a lot of the times on the internet.
Because that's what gets attention on the media and news. The radical and the big crazy shit.
That's another thing. Big media. News. Look up Faith and Big Media poll.
That's another thing.
That's another thing. The two sides are completely opposite on. You got one side saying the mainstream media is lying to us. You got the other side where 74% say they're being fair.
Yeah, that's bad. Because, I mean,
I feel like that should be something everybody
If you want to watch something funny, bro, just turn on CNN and Fox and just do the back-to-back channels so you can switch back and forth and just see how opposite.
It's one of them's wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
or they're both wrong and it's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean,
which I think that's more likely.
People are going to play the narrative more towards their political view.
Yeah, I think it's more likely that, you know...
It's like truce played on with lies.
I think that's the main problem that we faced is that... The fucking separation of the parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have gotten more stronger and stronger in their beliefs. You know what I'm saying? There's not really very many centrists, which I would be all for a whole nother party starting that's in the middle. You know
I honestly don't understand why we would have to have a party in general. Like, I feel like we should have like an open system, but like I understand
you gotta have a. They use parties because it's to identify a certain.
I get that, but also it creates a team, and with a team, it can create diversion, and then it can also create competitiveness, and then also can create hate, and then lead forward to dispersion among the group, and then it can lead to trickle down to us, the people, where we're not really getting the benefits, and we're just kind of getting all the.
If we're being honest, a two-party system is set to divide people.
Oh, 100%.
Well, it's actually a one-party system for the most part. I mean, the only time it wasn't a one-party system was Trump. And that's not even me liking Trump or anything. That's just a fact. He wasn't a part of... You look at the Bushes and the Clintons and Obama, they're all good friends. And it looks like they carried out the same scheme from 94 onwards when the original Bush got in.
Yeah,
or 90.
What I'm saying is that everybody falls into a fucking category.
I feel like people, for the most part, people just get played by politicians. And at the end of the day, they're all making money. So it doesn't even really matter. And that's the only way you're going to ever get real quick results at this point is getting the people who are corrupt or compromised out of the government, and that's definitely on both sides. There's compromised people on both sides, and how they get compromised is a bunch of different ways.
I mean, if you look at this chart from Gallup that shows the Americans' level of confidence in the three branches of the government, the U.S. Supreme Court, Congress, and the presidency, you can see a steady decline from 1991 to 2015.
Yeah, I mean, who got elected in 1990? What did I just say? Bush.
Yeah.
And then it was Clinton, and then it was Bush, and then it was Obama. I mean, yes, interesting. But, yeah, what was I just about to say, though?
Yeah,
I was trying to go back to Richard Nixon openly saying they used crack to, slow down the black community pretty much. And infect the black community. And what I said in the last podcast, they did the same thing with weed.
With the hippies.
With the hippies. They used weed as this, like, to say it dumbs you down, it makes you lazy and all this shit. Look at the hippies.
Yeah.
So they used, which the hippies were lazy fucks, you know what I mean? I mean, they were fighting for the right cause and certain things, but they were also doing a lot of dumb shit.
They just did a fucking... Dude, just the thing, though, is that, like, a lot of people's beliefs, bro, there's nothing wrong with them. It's the way they go about trying to get them across. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of the shit... Let's be honest, a lot of people's beliefs nowadays are emotionally based. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing with the shit before. Like, the hippies were all about, like, you know, make love, not war. Which I don't think anybody supports war.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody really wants war. But the way that they went about it, dude, my fucking grandfather went and fought in Vietnam, bro. Fucking put his life on the line, dude. He's all fucked up from getting sprayed with Agent Orange and shit like that, dude. Got all types of fucking... He's been through so many different surgeries, bro. Cancer, this and that. He's diabetic now. Like, he's got all these fucking problems, right?
Yeah.
And fucking goes and fights for our country, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Watches his friends die and shit like that. And comes back here, bro. And you know, when he told me himself, when he got off the plane, bro, there were hippies lined up protesting, bro, and they spit on him.
Really?
Yeah.
Spit on him. After he fought for the country, bro, you know what I'm saying? Fought for something that he believed, which I'm not gonna lie. Look, the Vietnam War is bullshit. Okay,
yeah,
it's kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of the ones that we get involved in are bullshit. But what I'm saying is that how are you gonna spit on the regular fucking people that believe that they're fighting for their country? You get what I'm saying? I mean, it's not hard to convince somebody to do some shit if you tell them that their freedom depends on it. Hey, do you want your country to be free? Fuck yeah, I do. Are you willing to put your life on the line for it? Absolutely.
Well, I feel like
you're not even going to question it.
I feel like everyone can agree that they want the country to be free and all that, but it's just I don't understand why as a human species we just can't. I don't know why we're such a tribalistic species where we get in these little niche groups. We find our little group, and then we like attack anyone who's not like us.
Well, yeah. I don't know, bro, because you look at it in the 80s, Ronald Reagan won like 40 something states. That seemed like a pretty unified time.
Yeah.
I think the main factor is the mainstream media.
Yeah, that's definitely what's splitting us up the most.
Because they are given, it's been exposed so many times now, they're given like bullet points on topics to discuss and how to fucking shape the narrative and shit. Project Veritas has done it multiple times. The CNN, they got insiders in there who wore a wire. And pretty much the top guy will just break down how he wants shit to be presented and the narrative he wants. And it's that simple. People don't realize that a lot of the media and even just channels in general, it's like a pyramid scheme. It goes to 3 or 4 big corporations who's ran by,
and they all just trickle down to other corporations. Yeah. That's kind of like how like like Coca-Cola and like all those big companies. If you look, have you seen those charts where it has like the 5 or 6 main big companies and it branch out to like all the like you like know them too. Like, oh, that's like a subsidiary of this big company.
Yeah.
Here, let me see if I can pull it up for you.
But yeah, like to shit on the fucking, like, you know what I mean, to be attacking each other, you know what I mean, when it's actually the fucking government and the media that's pitting us against each other. I think that's the stupidest thing that because you're falling right into their trap, dude, on either side, whether you're on the left or the right. If you're getting to the point where you're pissed and you're mad at regular people that are just, you know, hardworking people just like you know what I'm saying, we're all in the same fucking situation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So you see this? So basically, for the people at home, you can look this up. It's basically like just all the giant companies like Kraft, Nestle, P&G, Pepsi Cola.
Just look up giant companies spiderweb.
Yeah, basically,
and you'll find it.
And it'll be amazing that what you find, like how much of the products and the stuff you see in stores that we buy is being controlled and produced and goes straight to. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 maybe big stores?
Pepsi owns Quaker.
Yeah, look like they own so much.
To that guy.
What is the G right there? Is that a G? That weird symbol.
That is Kellogg's.
Kellogg's. That's a K. No, not Kellogg's. Right next to it.
Oh, I don't know.
What is that?
They own Cheerios, Chex, all the cereals, all the Sun Chips.
It's just crazy how much.
Pepsi owns Frito-Lay too. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
It's crazy how much like money and power that these people are like pulling in.
Yeah. All I know is that pretty much every company is connected to every company, bro. It's really kind of crazy when you look at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
no, all I'm saying is that we need to stop fucking fighting with each other, bro. And,
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Voicing our opinions to the fucking government. You know what I mean? Because that's what they. As long as we're arguing with each other, bro, they're sitting back and relaxing.
The government's winning.
You know what I'm saying? They're sitting back and relaxing because they're like, all right, cool. As long as they argue with each other, nobody's gonna question me on my bullshit.
So
you know what I mean?
So, what would you say is the realistic path for the people in the country who think the United States should revolution, like
Texas become its own country,
become a revolution pretty much and dismantle the whole American system and pretty much bring up a new country?
See,
there's a decent
that
chunk of people
completely destroy and break down the entire system and recreate something new. They don't understand how that's not possible at the level and the size that we are currently at.
It's not going to happen unless we all come together as a whole. And I mean, even then, I'm not like sitting here. Listen, guys, I'm not sitting here fucking calling for a fucking civil war or an American Revolution. All right, that's not what I'm calling for at all. I'm just saying is that we would all get what we want more if we could agree and make our voices louder. As long as we are all just split up into these little groups, you get what I'm saying, and continue to stick to our little groups. we're not going to be hurt as much. You get what I'm saying? We all got to come together. You know what I'm saying? We all got to agree on the main points. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Nobody's going to agree on everything, right? Nobody's going to agree on everything. 100%. But I imagine there are a few things
that a lot of people like.
All of us could agree on. We knock those out one by one. Like, bro, clean out the fucking government, bro. Most of them are pedophiles. Come on, let's get behind that, bro. Nobody said nothing about the Epstein shit. You get what I'm saying? Everybody basically, you know what I'm saying, has like
no one gives a fuck about that.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck. And the dude had a straight up island where they were there. It's a pedophile island, bro, where they were bringing kids, bro. And you know what? Nobody was in the streets fucking protesting that.
That's another thing that Soros was funding. Remember